It's almost 2026. My question to you is, what are you really doing? What are your real plans? And my biggest words statement to you is this: please let go of that saying, new year, new you. And there is nothing wrong with the current you. Welcome to With Karen D, the podcast, the place where we get real about one thing: the fact that good things do not come to those who wait. Good things come to those who go out and get it. Now, I want us to jump in to talk about what's coming up. What's coming up that we have zero choice over is the year 2026. And is it a big thing? Yes? No? It depends who you are and how you think about it. For me, it's literally another day and another number. However, for a lot of people, it is a fresh start. For a lot of people, it is a time of year where it feels like a rebirth. For me, it's a time for refocus. Here's what I want to say to you and share with you. I think it's imperative for us to ask ourselves three core questions as we walk into 2026. I do this exercise with my clients all the time and with myself. You see, we have been so socialized to focus on what's not working and what we want to do more of. And that's why I've pulled together these three questions that we close our year with. Every single client that I work with, and I sit and I do the list myself. I want to walk through these questions, get a pen, paper, write it out. I think it's a great exercise. It's highly useful, and you'll see in one moment. The first question I want you to ask yourself is this: what went well this past year? We are so good at looking ahead. We are so good at being successful at something or having a great win, however you define win, or getting a good grade or getting a new job or spending time with people we love. And we are so great, even better at forgetting what we did and moving on to the next and relooking at where we need to build. You see, the first step is this. I want you to look at all your wins over the past year. Over 2025, there have been a number of wins that we have forgotten because we are so fast paced in our thinking and in our doing. Here's exactly what I want you to do. There's three ways to do it. One of the places, or a few of the places that we really record what went well in our life, in our business, in our company, in our family, social, professional, it doesn't matter. Place number one is this: in your phone. Number two, it may be in your email. And number three might be on your social media. So I want you to go back to January 2025 in your camera roll, January 2025 in your email, or January 2025 on one of the social media platforms where you post a lot on. You can choose one of those or all three. Depending on your generation, it's a fit. You know who you are, right? Nonetheless, you're going to start January 2025 and go through each month and have a look and make a note, like literally write down all of your wins that you have literally forgotten about. January, look at all the great things that happened to you. February, look at all the great things that happened to you, and do it for every single month ending with December 2025. Far too often we just move forwards. And I want you to make that list and literally celebrate yourself, because this is the greatness you've done in the world. These are the great things that happened to you. These are the great things that happened for you. These are the great things that have been happening around you. And if you look in your photo file, your camera roll, we take pictures of the things we like and the good things that happen, right? If you look on your social media, we know that most people, including myself and others, we post all the great things that happen to us. I want you to create a 2025 win record. And when you make that list, I next want you to take a picture of the list. And I prefer that you write it down old school, pen and a piece of paper, because what you're going to do is this: you're going to take a picture of it and you are going to save it in your folder in your camera roll. That's question number one that you need to ask yourself. What wins did I have? And do that entire exercise. The second question that you want to ask yourself is this: what didn't work that well this year? And I think this list is easy to do because we can make a laundry list of all the things that didn't work out for us. So you're going to make a list of all the things that did not work out for you. However, I don't want you to judge it, and I don't want you to judge yourself. So you're going to make a list of all the things that didn't work out, and to the right of it, I want you to put a dash, or underneath it, I want you to write what you learned from it. There are always opportunities to learn. And even if it's as simple as, I would never do that again, that is a lesson learned. I don't want you to go too deep. I don't want you to rationalize why it didn't work and what you should have. No, what didn't work, what you learned from it. In this space of asking yourself that second question, I want you to acknowledge, despite all these things not working out, here's what I learned. And number two, most important, I am still here. It didn't take me out. I am still here, breathing and living. And that in itself is a win. The third question I want you to ask yourself is this: as I walk into 2026, what will I remove out of my life? And what will I replace in that space? My experience when working with clients and individuals and doing keynotes and things like that, people go into the new year and they remove a lot of things from their life. But what many don't realize is what we've done over and over and over again is habitual. And it's not easy to just let go of a habit. We're human, creatures of habit. So my question is this. My encouragement is this. What I ask you to consider is this. If you are removing something out of your life, I want you to ask yourself, well, what will I replace it with? Right? So when that urge hits you on January 2nd, 2026, and you say to yourself, I'm committed to not doing this. I'm committed to exercising 5 days a week, or I'm committed to exercising, every day, and I'm going to remove chips out of the house. Well, here's the thing. When you remove the chips and that chip snack attack happens January 2nd at 9 p.m., what are you going to do? What are you replacing it with? Right? What I ask, or what I encourage you to do, is replace it with something. So got it. You've committed to working out. You did your first workout. No chips in the house, or no chips. Chips might have to be there because the kids are there. We're not trying to deprive everyone. We're taking control of ourselves. But what will you put in place? Will you put cucumbers? Will you put grilled, or what do you call them? They're those chickpea chips that are healthier than chips. Like, what will you put in that place? So when the urge hits, or what will you do? Will you drink 2 glasses of water? Just be mindful that when you remove something, you want to put something in its place. Got it? So you're asking yourself, what am I removing? And then you want to ask yourself another question under that umbrella of, like, what does 2026 look like for me? What do I want to do more of? What did I like? My win list, that first question, what did I like? What do I want to do more of? Listen, we're not 100% wrong, okay? Nothing's wrong with us. You did a lot of great things and had a lot of wins and successes over 2025. What do you want to repeat? And what do you want to enhance? And the last question under that umbrella of number 3 that you want to ask yourself is, what new things do I want to take on, and why? And the why is, if I do it, how will it make me feel? Got it? What new things will I take on, and why? No rational answer. Just ask yourself, how will it make me feel if I do this? And that is one of the best ways to enter 2026. I have to tell you my experience. I do this every 6 months for myself, and I encourage my clients to do it at the end of each year as they enter a new year. And one of the reasons that I do it every 6 months is I easily forget all of my wins. For those of you who have an A-type personality, or just are busy individuals, let go of the A-type personality. We're good at going, and we're not very good at stopping and pausing and celebrating our wins. So I do it every 6 months because I have to tell myself, Karen, you've done so many great things, and you get to stop and celebrate yourself. And for me, that looks like an extra spa date. Sometimes for me, hopefully my trainer's not watching this, it looks like a couple of cupcakes. Yeah, okay, guys, not one. I said a couple of cupcakes. That's how I celebrate my wins. And I encourage you to do it as well. We have to become our own cheerleaders. We can wait for our partners, our support team, people around us to cheer us on. And I know how good that feels. And I know it's good to have. However, in those moments where no one is, in those moments when we're alone, in those moments when we're having those crappy days, how do we remind ourselves that we are not a product of our environment? How do we remind ourselves that what's happening, if it's not the greatest, this crappy time will not last? And one of the best ways to do so, which is why I highly encourage you to make that win list and take a picture, is that when those crappy moments hit, I want you to take out that picture of that list of wins that you had. Take it out and read it. Because despite what's happening in the moment, this is who you are. This is how worthy you are. This is possible for you. You are a success. Right now, it may not feel like it. It might be a tough season. But when you look at that win list, it's a reminder that seasons do not last forever. My friends, as you walk into 2026, I wish that all of your greatest dreams come true. But I leave you with this and the whole premise of With Karen D, the podcast. It's being real about this one truth. Good things do not come to those who wait. Good things come to those who go out and get it. What are you going out to get?